So we're gonna do our opening breathing. Let's open our hands and close our eyes and do our breaths. We're gonna inhale and exhale. Might be the first time we've all breathed normally all day. Inhale and exhale. Good, a few more times. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Two more. Inhale and exhale. Good. Big inhale and exhale. Very good. Let's get our necks mobile. So we're going to drop our chin forward, all the way forward. Good. And let's gently bring your chin back and forth from shoulder to shoulder. So don't roll all the way around. Just kind of bring the neck back and forth. Waken everything up. Gentle stretch. Very good. Couple more times. Good. Now we're going to go all the way around. You can pick either side. Go all the way around, up and over the back. Good. Back to chin, chest. Ear to shoulder. Up over the back. Ear to shoulder. Chin to chest. And reverse. Ear to shoulder, up over the back. Ear to shoulder, chin to chest. Again, ear to shoulder, up over the back. Ear to shoulder, and chin to chest. Very good. Bring it up and center. And we're going to get our hands behind our head. And we're going to bring our elbows forward like we want to touch, and we're going to curl our back just a little bit. Good. Lean all the way forward. Good. And then we're going to open and really press back like we want our elbows to come back and touch. Let our shoulder blades rotate back. You can even drop your hands away from your head like I did to go further back. Good. And then back up into the front, just like we have wings, and we're opening and closing. And then make sure to keep breathing. Come up and open. Very good. Open all the way, even dropping your hands if you need to really squeeze those shoulder blades back. Good. And forward. And keep breathing. And open one more time. Good, all the way open. Very good. Shake that out, and we're going to start going side to side. So we're going to reach out, get our sides stretched. We're going to get those stretched out before we do anything else. Good. You don't have to drop your forearm all the way, but you can. Down if you can. I'm going to keep your hips connected with the ground, your bum still connected with the mat. We're just going to pivot to the side, so I'm looking at the wall now, and then I'm going to let my my hands drop down, and I'm going to try to just press myself back a little bit, looking towards the back of the room. Very good. Keep breathing. Those arms back up and bring yourself all the way to the other side, and then fingers drop down and twist towards the back. Push our legs out, all the way out straight. Good. Let's move our feet just a little bit. So we're gonna point them forward without getting any foot cramps. And then we're gonna flex them all the way up till our heels come off the ground. Good. Point them forward. Good. And flex all the way up. We're getting the heels up off the ground. Nice and easy with this. Sometimes you can get cramps if you're really tight. Point forward. And flex all the way up. Very good. Now we can just relax them to a regular, wherever you're comfortable. And we're going to take our big breath and then roll forward. So big breath up, lift all the way up. Exhale and forward. Breathing. My exhale brings me deeper into the stretch. Good. A couple more big breaths. Try to go lower on your exhale. Upright. We're going to do that one more time. Take a big inhale and reach up. Exhale and forward. Very good. Keep breathing. Couple more breaths. Very good. We're going to bring our feet in now and push them together, make it our butterfly. Even pull them in a little more if you want to, pulling your heels in. Very good. And then we're just going to cup under our toes, and we're going to lean forward like we wanted our head to go to our big toe. And some big breaths here. Keep breathing. Two more. Very good. I'm going to have you push your legs back out, staff pose, and then we're going to fold one up. So So I'm just gonna kind of set my ankle on my thigh here, just above my knee. And then I'm gonna stretch forward with my leg bent. So I'm gonna just reach forward, reach, hopefully for my toes. It can be wherever you can reach for. Good, couple of breaths. Keep breathing. Good, nice and easy. Come up and switch your legs. One comes down, opposite up. I usually set my ankle right on there so my foot is past my leg here. There we go. Good, and then just reach forward, reach for those toes. And take a few breaths. Good, one more breath. Very good. We're gonna come out onto all fours. So we're gonna get onto all fours. I don't think we have any wrist pain here, so we are gonna go into the traditional down dog. Modifications would be using the wall. So I'm gonna tuck my toes and I'm just gonna press up into my down dog. Get nice and comfortable there, let your legs get used to it. You don't have to have your heels down, but you can. Good. Take some big breaths here. Breaths. We're going to challenge ourselves a little bit tonight. We're going to plant one foot down and we're going to lift the other up. Very good. You can have it bent or straight. Just want to lift it up. You can do this using the wall as well, and you can have the other leg bent or you can have it straight. Very good. Set that leg down and we're going to lift the other. Keep breathing. Very good. Good breaths. Bend your knee anytime you need to. One more breath. Good, and set that foot down. And then from here, we're going to transition from our down dog. We're going to step our feet out. This is a traditional plank. You can go to tabletop if it's too difficult. And then we're going to lower all the way down into our cobra. All the way down, and then press back up into the cobra stretch. When we lift both?
No, the one that you, the down dog? No, the one with the one leg.
Oh, with the one leg?
One-legged dog.
Yes, you were the first person to do that in class, to lift one leg.
Did you cut her hair? Did her hair look shorter? Did she cut her hair? She goes, no, I went to the hair salon.
Oh!
I meant, did you get a haircut?
Yeah, it looks
That was
good.
It looks different. Yeah, it's great. It's the same haircut I had.
The same haircut, but it looks nice and fresh.
Yeah.
Let's come back down and we're gonna do this stretch one more time. Take a nice big breath. And press up. That is a true story though. Olivia was balancing on one leg in class, and that's what gave me the idea to do the one leg down dog. Yeah, it was a few classes ago, but I remember. Huh?
We're talking to you. So. I won't look, okay? I'm focused.
Keep breathing.
I'm focused.
One more big breath. We're really challenging our arms tonight. Good. Push right off your heels and push back into the child's pose. All the way back here. We're really going to stretch out in this pose, and then we're going to switch to the frog pose in a minute. So we'll really stretch here first. We're going to very intentionally switch to puppy pose now. Anybody at home that was already doing the puppy pose, you're welcome to do this a second time. But this means that our bums are going to stay up in the air, and then we're going to just kind of come down, just like a puppy that's stretching or playing. It's just a slightly different stretch. Very good. Keep breathing. And one more breath. Very good. Walk yourself back, and what we're going to do is point our knees to the outer edges of our mat or beyond. You can open as far as is comfortable for you. This is the frog version of the child's pose. So I'm basically sitting on my heels. And you could do this if you needed to. You could do this up in the air if it's too difficult to come back and sit down. And then we are going to walk forward and stretch with the legs open. Bless you. Good, and keep breathing. The more you can sit back on your heels and then really stretch out, you should feel a good hip opening stretch there. More breaths. Good, and walk yourself back up. And once we've walked ourselves back up, now that we've kind of warmed up all elements of our body here, so we're going to get into some hip stretching. So we're going to start by just having one leg down and then the other posted up, so just sort of like a runner's pose almost. And then what we're going to do is we're going to first lean diagonally So I'm gonna try to keep my legs like this, and I'm gonna bring my body down and then my forearms down, and I'm gonna try to really stretch at a diagonal here. Very good. Couple of breaths. Use your hands to walk yourself back up, and we're gonna let ourselves come onto the back leg. So we're gonna let ourselves sink back. My other leg just follows along. Good. And then I'm gonna reach forward and I'm gonna stretch towards that outstretched leg. And modifications would be that you could stay upright for this. Good. Couple more breaths here. You can flex or point depending on what feels good for you. Drop this leg back as we come all the way forward. So see, now my knee is almost passing my toes, which is one of the few times I would say to do that. And my hands come down and I'm just stretching forward. So this is just a stretch down my inner legs here. So you can either just bring the other leg forward, or I'm gonna just turn my body so that I'm facing the other way. Very good. Okay, so once we're in our original stance here, I'm gonna just come at a diagonal, and I'm gonna bring my forearms down if I can, and stretch at that diagonal. Very good.
This side's so worse. It's like worse.
This side's worse. Yeah. I know. Much needed.
I know.
How you doing, Miss Olivia? Doing okay? How's that ice water? Yeah. I picked up her water bottle earlier and it was like 0 degrees. Ice in there. Good, walk our hands back up, and we're gonna slowly sit back, all the way back onto our heel, our other leg follows, and we're gonna reach forward, try to fold over. You can point or flex depending on what's comfortable for you, and keep breathing. Back up, and we're going to let that knee come all the way forward, almost passing the big toe. My other stays on the ground, and I get that nice long line, and once I can feel that, then I'm going to put my hands down and just push gently forward. Very good. talk myself out of this one, I'm gonna actually just kind of lean back onto my bum and bring my legs out into a straddle because we're gonna do a couple more stretches here. Very good. We're gonna start by just doing an inverted stretch. So we're gonna bring the arm down and then this arm over. Very good. Soften the knees if you need to. Continue breathing. Gently come up and switch sides. Arm over with the palm facing up and the other arm up over the head towards the toes. One more breath. Slide into the mat. Good, and come up. Very good, and we're gonna bend this leg. So I'm just gonna bend it regular as if I was gonna do a regular stretch like this. And then I'm gonna let this leg fold over a little bit. So I'm just letting from my knee facing the ceiling, folding to the side. I'm gonna put one hand out for support, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stretch up and I'm gonna push everything forward. My hips go forward. Very good. Excellent. Couple breaths here. Good, and gently back down. We're gonna do this 2 more times. Up. Really push here, push through the lower back and the pelvis. Very good, couple breaths. And down. Good, you can even stretch to the other side for a moment. As a reset, good, and then come back up, and we go up one more time. Good, nice and easy, back down, and we're gonna switch sides. My other leg in, let the other leg come out, bring that knee forward, your hand for support, and we sweep up. Really stretch here. Just for a moment to your other leg, just as a little stretch, and then we come all the way back and stretch up. One more breath. Time. Reach for our toes. Good. Sweep back across. extended. Now for some, this might be as far as you want to go, and you could stop right here. For others, we're going to take our toes and we're going to point them out, so not point, but flex them out, so that my foot is facing away from my knee. Very good. Now I kind of roll my hip over, so my other knee is down. And then I'm going to try to just lay down here, lay into this stretch. Very good. Keep breathing. Legs by just totally spinning my legs through and switching. There we go. I start with a regular position, have my knee down, and my other leg bent, and then if I can, I take my toes and I bring them flexed up so that my leg is making a nice L-shaped angle and my foot is facing away from my knee. And then I'm going to try to lay down. Very good. And breathe. Come to tabletop position. And if you need a drink of water at this point, I haven't actually given us a water break. There we go. Okay, so from tabletop, we're going to do a little bit of core strengthening. So instead of doing our traditional sit-ups, we're going to do this by balancing. So we're going to put one arm out and the opposite leg out. Use your core strength to hold yourself there. And then what we're going to do, and we'll try 5 of these and see how we feel, is we're going to pull our elbow in and touch the knee. And then we're going to extend back up, and that is 1. Good, and we'll keep going. Elbow to knee, extend back up, and that is 2. You could also do this upright with your hand on a wall. Come back in, extend back up, that is 3. All the way in, and extend, that is 4. All the way in, and extend for 5. And we'll take a little rest. Very good. I'm going to have us do the opposite side now. So we're going to take whatever arm you just did, you're going to lift the opposite and opposite leg so that you're counterbalanced. You don't want to have the same arm and leg and you'll end up falling over. And now we're going to do our 5 count. So we're going to bring all the way in and all the way out for 1. Good. All the way in and out 2. And make sure you're breathing. All the way in and extend. Good. Should we exhale as we come in? Inhale as we extend for 4. Good. Exhale as we come in. Inhale as we extend. That's 5. So we'll take a little break. Very good. Shake it out a little bit. All right. And now what we're going to our legs. So you want to have your wrists right and your hands planted right under your shoulders so that you have good table legs. You don't want to be too far out or too far in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take, I'm going to start with my right leg, and I'm going to lift it up, and I'm really going to pull. Like I want this to be a flexibility thing too, so I'm really going to pull up. And then I'm going to come in, and I'm going to lift out. Very good. And we're going to do that 10 times. So we're going to go up and out, and that's 1. Good. Up and out, and that's 2. Up and out for 3. Up and out for 4. Up and out for 5. Up and out is 6. Up and out for 7. We have 3 more in us. Up and out, that's 8. Up and out for 9. Up and out for 10. We got a whole other side to do. All right. So take a little break if you need it, and then we're going to take the opposite leg. We'll start right up with stretching all the way up and out. That's 1. Very good. Up, out for 2. Up and out for 3. Up and out for 4. Up and out halfway. Up and out, that's 6. Up and out, that's 7. Leg up and out for 8. 2 more. And out for 9. Last one. Up and out for 10. Nice. Let's give ourselves a quick child's pose just to stretch that out. Couple of breaths. Good. And from here, I'm just going to tuck and roll onto my back. If I said tuck and roll onto my back in the other class, we'd have people going over their heads. Be careful how I word that. Just tuck your arm under, that's all I meant. All right, so we got to do some of our core exercises. So let's start with some nice heel taps. These are pretty smooth. So what you do for these is you come up into a crunch. I like to usually have my hands in front because I don't like to train myself to have my hands back here because then it's tempting to pull on my neck. So with a crunch, you want your chin to go towards the ceiling. So you want to just lift that up towards the ceiling and be in your crunch position. And then your hands are going to extend and you're going to reach for your heels side to side. Good. We can definitely do at least 20 of these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep breathing. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Take a little rest. Very good. And let's do 20 more because those are really good. We don't give our sides as much attention. So let's do 20 more of those. So again, you're going to lift up into your crunch first. So bring that chin towards the ceiling. Very good. And then our hands are going to come out and we're going to reach for our heels. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Very good. A little relaxation. We're going to come up and do some yoga sit-ups next. So yoga sit-ups are when you put your legs out straight, so they're almost on either side of your mat. They're not too close together. They're just hip width apart. And now there's two versions of this. We've done this before. On Halloween, I was calling them zombies and vampires. But you can pick your version tonight. You can either use your arms as momentum, so they come up over your head and they help pick you up, or you can cross your arms over your chest and you can take away your momentum, and you can do them just from this position. So I'm going to start with my arms up over my head, and then maybe halfway I'll switch, and we're going to do at least 10 of these. Take a big inhale, exhale, and sit up. Good. Reach your toes. You can also hook your feet underneath like a couch, or have somebody hold your feet down if you need to. Come all the way down. That's part of the yoga sit-up, is that we come all the way down. Good. And now all the way back up. Very good. I reach my toes. And then I come down. I try to go one vertebra at a time, all the way back down. Good. We're going to sit up now. Good. I think we're on our third one. And then one vertebra at a time, come down with control. Very good. This is going to be 4. Good. I have my arms crossed now. All the way down. Good. This is going to be 5. Another modification would be to only go halfway. So you'd stop right about here. But we're going to go all the way down. Very good. All the way up for 6. And then slowly back down with control. Good. And up for 7. Good. And slowly back down. Good. And up for 8. Reach forward. Slowly down with control. Good. Sit up, number 9. Reach forward. Slowly back down with control. And last one, 10. Reach forward, good, and back down with control. Very good. I'm just going to adjust myself on my mat here, and we're going to stay down here for our last few exercises. So we're going to first just bring our leg up, ankle resting on the knee, and then bring both legs in and reach through. So my hands reach through, clasp around the back of my knee, and I'm going to pull in for that sciatic stretch. Remember, you can take your elbow and you can press it into the thigh for a greater stretch. And lastly, if you needed to, you could let go of where your hands are clasped, and instead you could grab onto your foot and your knee, and you could just gently pull that even further in if you need that extra sciatic stretch. Good, go nice and easy. And keep breathing. More breaths. There we go. We're going to switch sides. So I'm going to bring my other leg up, ankle on the knee. Start by reaching through, clasping behind. Start with my basic stretch here. Now I can graduate up. I can push my elbow into my thigh. And then if I really need to, I could let go of that clasp for a moment, and I could just pull this leg in even closer. chest first, just a basic pull into the chest. You can even rock gently back and forth here, getting a little bit of a spinal rock there. Just massaging your spine into the mat. Very good. And you can also hold over the top of the legs to round even more. Keep breathing. Start by holding behind your knees and pulling the knees as if they're going to go into your armpits. And then if you feel confident, you can reach up and grab the outsides of your feet, and you can pull down as if the knees are going to go into your armpits, your elbows are on the inside, and you're pulling them open. Very good. You can rock back and forth here a little bit too. Very good. Now just for a moment, we're going to push our heels straight up towards the ceiling, like a nice extension. You can soften the knees if you need to, but I just want to point them all the way up at the ceiling for a moment. This is a really good reversal position. Just let that circulation come down for a couple minutes. Support your knees if you need to. Take a couple breaths. Very good. One more breath. Good. I'm going to bend them down and push them out flat on the mat. Let myself get comfortable here. Let my spine relax. Depending on what's comfortable for you, you might want to flatten your spine into the mat or let it have a slight curve. And then we're going to open our hands, palms up, and we're going to do our closing breaths. We're going to inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Three more times. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Here, just bring to the edge of your mat, and if you'd like to try it, just going to hold on to your legs and do a couple of rolls. Very good. Just feel that nice roll under your spine. Good. Couple of more. And one more time. Very good. Okay. Awesome job. I know I can feel that little like when I do that, like feels good. That was a roll, a spinal roll. It's good for your back. You want to try it? No? Maybe next time?